You feel that only software has patterns? Well, let's talk about it. So the two reactions I have seen. One is, what is pattern? Nothing but object-oriented programming. That's it. What was there? Ultimately only classes, interface, objects and calls. That is it. Pattern is nothing. It's a hype. Basically. It's basically oops. That's it. And some after reading what I read, I felt like reading triple integration. This is a very tough thing. Both the reactions are defeating reactions. Let us take another domain, not software. Some more mature domains. Patterns come only to those domains which mature. Music. Now we can definitely say music is a very old profession and a very old domain. So then music ultimately is what? Like I said, no, physics is what? Atoms and all that. There are people who speak like that. And they sound very intelligent also. So what is music? Ultimately, Sare Gama Pada Nisa. That's it. Isn't it correct? Ultimately, what Madan Mohan is composing, what Bob Pillai is composing, ultimately it is Sare Gama Pada Nisa. Perfect statement is correct. Is music only Sare Gama Pada Nisa? Yes and no. Yeah, it is Sare Gama Pada Nisa. No refuting. But then how do you discuss the difference? So let's start. Somebody said something like this. Sa re ga pa da sa. What is this? This is Rag Bhopali. This is Rag Bhopali. Chedo na jane do thalo bhaiya. Chedo na jane do thalo bhaiya. Rag Bhopali. So you are listening and you are saying, okay, this is nothing but Saregama Padanisa. Maybe something, some re, some ga, but this is Saregama Padanisa. Fine. So Rag Bhopali is being sung by Bhimsen Joshi. And immediately after that a song comes. Sayonara, Sayonara, Vada nibhaungi, Sayonara. This is also Rag Bhopali. Now how do you know it? Chedo na jane do chado bhaiya. Sayonara, Sayonara. Okay. Too tough here. How can you say these two songs is Rag Bhopali? I am trying to tell you some problems which happen with pattern. It is the next step in evolution. So follow through. We have to use some examples which we know every day. I'll give you another example. Sadha padama pagamani da pama gare sa. Babul Murai Naihar Chhodor Jai. Sadha padama pagamani da pama gare sa. This is Rag Bhairavi. Now some composer thinks. He says, now I want to make composition. Now how will I make composition? Okay. Dum dum diga diga, Mausam bhiga bhiga. This is Rag Bhairavi. So these songs are instances of a pattern. So what is a rag? It's not mere collection of Saregama Padanisa. It is not mere collection of Saregama Padanisa. There are some rules that this note should be played after this note. So one has to appreciate and then use it, and then you get the properties of that rag. And for someone who has understood it and then okay, what was this rag? And now I start thinking, what was this? Think that you're looking at a chord and you want to search for a pattern. So somebody has sung this and you want to say, what is this? What is? But I can search this if I know rags, right? And I say, yeah, this sounds to be this sounds like Kalyan, Yaman Kalyan. Probably Kalyan, Yaman Kalyan, what? Something like this. And now, I'll tell you what happens when we code. I can sing the same song. I was singing Kanadau Vittalu. Kanadau Vittalu Karnataku. I am actually singing properly based on Saregama Padanisa. But I don't know the color. I'll explain what it means when I say color. Saregama Padanisa are being played properly. But I don't know it is. This you apply to Saregama Padanisa and then Kanadau Vittalu Karnataku. This color. I can write for loops. I can write functions. I can write classes. I can create objects. I can write interfaces. Color. While Lata Mangeshkar is only singing the best, she knows the patterns. She knows the patterns. Mohammad Rafi knows the patterns. And we also sing in Antakshari, local Antakshari. And we probably may be using the same notes, but we miss the patterns. Our software also has patterns. That's where the life is. Now let me put it how Christopher Alexander speaks. Christopher Alexander is from the domain which is, I think, older than music, architecture. And it is so right that this concept has to come from the oldest because it's the most matured concept. Please don't think pattern is something to do with front controller or decorator or iterator. It's much more than that. That's why we are here today. It's much more than that. It's a movement. You know what Christopher Alexander says? He says there should be a life in a construction. Now you'll have to read his book to understand what you mean by life in the construction. He has written 3 books on that. Do our designs have life in it? Or they are mere collection of loops and classes and interfaces? If you really want to put life in your code, and if you really want to enjoy, I am enjoying using patterns. You can also enjoy using patterns. And patterns, as I said, they are everywhere. They are really everywhere. They are in music. Okay, most of you know J2E. There is a pattern here. See this door. Instead of this door, if I have 5 doors, like this, 5 doors, then this management team will have a hassle where the person will come inside. My God, it's better there should be one door, front controller. All the requests should come from that front controller. So only the invited people should come. And for that, I have placed a filter there. That is servlet filter. Only through filters people can come in. People ask where patterns are. They are everywhere. Session facade. Well, whatever it is, why you want session facade? You have borders in the road. You keep boundaries. What's the problem? Even if it's not there, the car won't go there. No, but if you have not put it, the car can go there. When I don't want a piece of software to see additional detail, it must not be shown. Why should it not be shown? It's a free world, man. Come on. What's the problem? You show now 5 functions. What's the problem? Why don't you make it private? It's good, no? Modern people can think like this. We are all modern people. Influenced by channels. Free will. 5 functions are there. What's the problem? Let them be there. The problem is, you don't need them and they are there. So what? I will not use them. No, you may use them. I'll tell you a typical reason why you use them. There is a traffic jam. Your rickshawala is going in the jam. On the right side, nothing is coming. So what he does? There is a chance. Take on the right side. Go forward. Then join back. Probably this may work. But if this doesn't work, then it really is worst. What has happened? That fellow got an opportunity because that road was open. He went there. This is what we call as local optimizations. If you are exposed with additional details, which you are not supposed to see, you may, because software evolves always, it keeps on evolving, you may take an opportunity and optimize locally, which will lead to system disasters. That's why don't show what's not to be shown. First act pattern. Every pattern has a motive, and every pattern is not just available in software, it's available everywhere. Today we have use case patterns, and you have analysis patterns, and you have dating patterns also, by the way. So I heard some year or 2 years back there were dating patterns. Somebody took inspiration from Eric Gama, and on net that book was very popular, 23 dating patterns. So there are patterns everywhere. So 4 activities I am going to tell you today. 4 activities. First is applying patterns. You must be ready with pattern catalog, and whenever you are designing, make it a point to ask yourself, can I use a pattern here?